Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Phil Shocker, the 96 Hedgehog here. Don't worry about these. These aren't really for anything important. You probably will see this video late before these matches are played. Also, don't worry about that. But we are here for the draft recap of APA Indigo Season 5, where of the I want to say three seasons we've done with Indigo, one where I've taken over, one where I've drafted, and then this one. If you think of the three chances of Indigo, third times was the charm. We made playoffs. We did sadly lose round one of playoffs, which a lot of people will probably think, oh, it's a qualifier. It doesn't technically count as making playoffs unless you make the quarterfinals. It counted as playoffs, okay? We had to, with the way that it was all set up and everything. But we made playoffs, and I want to make a special shout out to all of the Indigo staff and to all the other coaches because thanks to them, I was actually voted as most improved coach of the season and was received that award. And I am truly honored and glad. And I thank everyone for all the kind words you said to me as well about my season, about being just improved, really went in, did great. Definitely just need to keep my head up. And so I very much appreciate every single thing that all of you had said to me. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. It was getting me a little emotional, I'm not going to lie. I was actually getting a little emotional that I won that award and then everyone was saying all these nice things about me. Because, it is hard to find people that, recognize your talents and stuff like that and recognize that you are a skilled player, that sometimes you just get bad luck days. So, again, thank you all from APA Indigo. Thank you so much for all those kind words and everything you've said. It really meant the world to me. Thank you, and you really made my day. One day, though, I'm going to get that championship, and that is when I will call myself a veteran of this game. I'll still make rookie mistakes, but I'll declare. That's what I want to do, guys. One day when I win an APA championship of any sorts, I will declare myself a pro. Or a pro or a veteran. One of the two. Actually, not a veteran. I would declare myself a pro at the very most. But let's stop and get all past the mushy stuff. Let's talk about the season. So season we finished 6-4 with a -0 differential, which, hey, you know what? That's not a bad record. That was a really good record on me. And again, you really look at this team is completely random. This team does not synergize that well at all really with each other. But in the end, the team did great. The team really came together and individually carried each other one. And we're going to go over now which team members or some that I may drop maybe one more time, try again. Maybe I won't draft again, talk about the weak points and stuff like that. But if you guys can, hit the like button if you haven't already, subscribe to my first crew today because you keep really with. Thank you, the crew. So let's go into it. So the weakest link of the team, honestly, was Dragalge. I was a little disappointed in Dragalge. It only served as a grounded poison, so that way people couldn't bring Toxic Spikes versus me. And I really didn't even bring a Dragalge really at all. I only brought it to 2 games, and it didn't really do that much for us. And it was definitely a letdown. I'm not gonna lie, but I may try it again. Probably in a lower tier league like LTBL, probably though, because that's probably where it's more better at. I feel like when it comes to this type of format, it's not bad, but it's just not that strong when there's so many other great ones out there. They do a better role than that. So I may try Dragalge again. Who knows? Flareon. Flareon has got some potential still. I still think there's good in Flareon. I do agree with Zach that this is probably an underrated evolution to underestimate in Draft League because of Guts and Flashfire and utility that Flareon does preserve. I may want to try Flareon one more time just to see if I can make the magic work, and if I can't, then I just know Flareon's not an evolution for me. But Flareon I did enjoy. It did give us at least a few kills this season, which is really, really good. Up next is Primeape, which is a shocker. This is the first time I've ever tried Primeape as my fighting type, and it definitely was an interesting experience. In week 1, it really came in the clutch to help us win. Definitely not being probably a different set on my Primeape in the playoffs, which, I don't even know if I could have done anything different, to be honest. But in the end, Primeape, it was a good fighting type. I may be willing to try it one more time, but it needs to be on a better team, and I don't know how I felt about it, but it was a very interesting experience, so it was really fun. Tapu Bulu, first time ever using Tapu Bulu officially, and it's definitely a mixed review. This mon, in my opinion, is not bad. It's got strong move pull, it's got Grassy Surge to boost up grass type moves, really good, interesting set, The one problem I see with Tapu Bulu, though, it's just got mediocre speed, it's not great split depth, it's not great HP, and yes, it can hit like a truck, but this thing's forced into Scarf. But if you want to really use and abuse this Pokemon, you need Sticky Web support. Just not by itself or on a team. This thing literally either needs Sticky Webs or it's forced to run a Choice Scarf every single week to hit hard. I may be trying to do Bulu one more time to see if I can make the magic work. But if not, I can see why people kind of like lose their hype for Bulu. And for people that still respect and love Bulu, hey, I love Bulu too. I think design-wise, Bulu is my favorite of the four. But, Bulu is still better. But Bulu is still an interesting Pokemon. I definitely want to give it one more try to see if I can make this thing work. And just barely outshining Bulu is the MVP of the bottom five. The MVP of our bottom five is Articuno, and I definitely maybe want to try this Pokemon again. It was a really good Pokemon. Heavy Duty Boots is a really good item for this Pokemon. I really wish I probably had Defog, but I could not remove my own hazards as they were really clutch in the game. But as soon as I was seeing Boots, I probably could have done that. But winner, the Articuno really did some really good work this season. I really definitely want to be interested in trying Articuno again in the future because Articuno is just a really good Pokemon. And I definitely think it just really did so well for us that I really want to give it a shot. It's not a bad Pokemon too. It's like great specs of the user, good choice Scarf stat. Like there could be some things with it. But until next time, Articuno, you were great, and I'm glad I finally got to try you. Now, the best of the best, but if I have to pick one of the best that just didn't do as much as we wanted to, was Raikou. Raikou didn't get shine as much as I hoped it was going to do because the Axles stalled getting back to us, but I still think Raikou's a really good electric type. It's probably tied for the best dog behind Suicune. And then the other one, obviously, second best, Entei. Entei, you've lost all your hype since Gen 6. But, yeah. But Raikou, in my opinion, I think is still good. Maybe want to try it again, just see if I can maybe work with it, because it's my only second time using Raikou, and I am an electric master, and this was one electric type I just struggled to use a little bit of, but hopefully I can try it again and really do well with it. Rhyperior, first time ever using Rhyperior. I definitely think this is one of the best Gen 4 mons that came out in the generation when it happened, and I can see why. This thing's a massive threat. This thing is just stupidly bulky on the Fizz-Def side. Spit-F-wise with Solid Rock, it's not bad, but again, if you can just get the right moments Rhyperior goes in. Rhyperior was also just really, really good as well. It was just a really solid Pokemon overall. Definitely maybe interested in drafting it again in the future, just because it's a very versatile mon. There's the dual dance stats, rock polish stats, weak polish stats. Just an overall, just a pretty good mon. Really want to try it again sometime. Miss Magus barely outshines Rhyperior. They're actually tied with stats and everything like that. But I'm going to give it to Miss Magus since she gave us our playoff run by killing that Hydreigon, dude. Miss Magus was a fantastic Pokemon. I definitely want to look into using her again. But I think there's other latent potential. I never really got to try out Nasty Plot stats. I never really got to try out the Choice Scarf stats. Or really fully go into the Choice Specs investments and stuff like that. But it's definitely a Pokemon I want to try. And you're probably shocked as I am that this made it to the third of the 12. Third of the 11, I should say. But Fortress was defensive, and I mean, I would have loved defensive MVP of overall play. It was just good. But Fortress nabbed 5 kills throughout this season. Name some other time a Fortress gets 5 kills when all it does is spin, set up hazards, and everything. Given this thing body press is such a broken thing to do, this Pokemon was actually really, really good. I really did enjoy using Fortress, and I definitely have the drive to maybe want to use this Pokemon again, just for how much I really did like it. Fortress, a fantastic mon. No surprise at the next two of who you think, but I'm not going to give it to Mega Gyarados, even though we did get a 6-0 sweep with it. Mega Gyarados was a fantastic Mega. I can see why people, when it comes to the Mega first turn rule, they love going Mega Gyarados because of the way you can create Gyarados. And I can see why too. Gyarados is so broken if you can abuse that rule. If it's a turn 1 Mega base, I don't think Gyarados is that good, but other than that, I really love using Mega Gyarados. I definitely want to try it again. And then last but not least, we're going to give the MVP title to Photon. Necrozma. If Photon's watching, he'll get the reference. But Necrozma was a really good mon. I really want to try it again, though. I never got to abuse the Dragon Dance sets as much. I never really got to try the Store Power set as much. But there's just some other stuff I want to try with Necrozma. Maybe try to use again in the future. But that's going to be the season recap, guys. Again, thank you to everyone who voted me for the Most Improved Coach Award and everyone for their kind words. Thank you all so much for your love and kindness throughout the season. Hopefully we can get him back next time. Until next time, guys, I'm out.